As far as my child is completely innocent, if they produce more evidence, then we look at that evidence. If there's something that we weren't aware of to begin with, we look at that. Oh, that might change our decision. That's happened in the past. Usually, though, it's just kid going home and telling mama, no, I swear I didn't do it. Well, when I got 17 witness statements that say you did, you did. So that's what we're going to go with. We don't have a whole lot of that here because we're pretty good about talking to the parents up front. Now it happens, but when you look at percentage-wise, it's not a high percentage that parents call and say, no, you didn't do right. Because we explain to the parents up front that we're trying to teach them appropriate behaviors to cope, not denying that the stress was there, but what to do when the stress is there that's not going to get you in trouble. And we're not quick to throw people in detention and ISS and suspension. So most of our parents, if I'm calling and saying, hey, kiddo's going to in-school suspension, they already knew it was going to happen because we've already been working with that parent.
And let's say if a fight breaks out, what do the APs or a teacher or what do you guys do in the middle of all of that?
Okay, well, we're legally required to intervene. Now, there's a big range of what that means because teachers are not required, based on their physical ability, to get in the middle of two people who are going at it. So if there is imminent danger to that teacher, they're not going to step in between it. Now, taking an accidental backhand, or an elbow, I've been punched in the back of the head many times, breaking up girls fighting, because I will not grab them. Okay, that's just a whole lawsuit waiting to happen. I will win. I will come out of that lawsuit squeaky clean, but I don't want to have to go to the hearing. All right. So, but what I'll do is I will put my body in between, and then I just start backing up. And so I do take a couple of swats to the back of the head. They're not attacking me. They were still trying to get to that kiddo. And then more and more of us show up until we get it stopped. We get them separated. We assess medical needs. We have them see the nurse. We let them calm down a little bit, and then we just start an investigation. Each one gets to tell what happened. We start identifying witnesses. We look on the cameras to see if there was video of the incident. We just start our investigation. And each one of them has to answer for their actions. So if it was a straight up fight, mutual combat, they're both going to have pretty similar consequences. And the reason I say similar instead of exactly the same is because some students, special education students, we have to go through a few more hoops and things look different. It's not any easier for them. It just looks different than what the other student does. Plus, if you had a case where it was an assault, so there was one person who clearly attacked the other, they're not going to have equal consequences. Sometimes, if it's a straight up assault and the victim didn't do anything, obviously he's not going to be punished for just existing in the hallway and some random guy came up to him. So only the other one would get there. So it's all based on individual circumstances and what was really going on.
Okay. And you mentioned that if you break a fight, you might get accidental hits. What happens to the students if it's an accident but they hit you?
It's an accidental hit. If you're swinging at another student and I step in and that's when I get hit, that's an accident and nothing happens to you. I'm going to sit you down, I'm going to talk to you and say, hey, when an adult steps in front of you, you need to stop. Now, if once I get you separated, you keep swinging and you hit me, that's not an accident. And if you're across the room from the guy you want to have a fight with and I step in between you and you keep walking forward and swing, that's not an accident either. That's assault on an employee. And if that employee is injured, that's a Title V felony.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time, Mr. Kinder.
No problem.